Hey guys, what's up? Long time no see on this channel. I know vlogging just didn't come as naturally to me as I thought it would, because I watch a couple of people that do vlogs like all the time and they make it look so effortless, and I was like, that's like the easiest job in the world, and it's not. It's kind of difficult. But today I thought I would take you along for my day, just little things here and there that I wanted to do. First I gotta plug in my phone, and I don't know if some of you see this nightlight that I always have in the background. This is like one of my favorite decorations. I can't get it back together. It's a Santa nightlight. I love the style of this thing, like I'm showing you a product. I love the style of this because he has these little rosy cheeks. It's just like clear. I don't know what it is. It reminds me of like those old you know, big plastic decorations that people put on their lawns for Christmas. You know those ones, those old ones? This reminds me of that a lot. And I have another one of these in the kitchen. It's an angel, and I have it up year round. I love it so much that I don't think of it as a Christmas decoration. It's just a really cool nightlight. But I need to unplug it to plug in my phone. Okay, and I thought I would do a little makeup first. This is the Laneige Glowy Lip Balm. I have had this for a long time, at least a few years at this point, and it's still good. It still works just fine. It kind of feels just like the lip mask, but in a squeeze tube. I love drinking tea in the morning. I mean, it's 11:51 right now, but I made this tea. It'll be fine though. It's I love mixing black tea and then some other tea together. So this one's black tea and a green tea ginger one, and then I put one of those packets from the True Lemon brand in here. It's so good. I don't put any sugar or sweetener. I love like straight, like almost bitter tea. I just really love the taste. And I ran out of black tea, and I was just trying to use what I had because I have so many tea packets in there, but I really missed that black tea taste. So I'm so happy to have it back in my life. Okay. I also want to put these earrings on. I haven't worn earrings like this in a long time, so I have 5 ear holes, like piercings in each ear, but I don't wear earrings in the first holes that often because they're uneven. I have a weird memory of when I got these done because I know I wasn't a baby. I've always had this memory of one of my aunts taking me to get them done. I remember sitting in a chair and there was a huge mirror right in front, and that's all I remember. But anyway, this one and this one, like this one's a lot lower than this one, so I don't wear earrings in that hole too often. But I put these on earlier and they looked pretty nice. Although when I wear earrings like this, I always feel like an adult, like a grown-up. And then this morning I was thinking to myself, I hate being a grown-up.
I hate being a grown-up. Oh, the DMV. I hate being a grown-up. I'm gonna light my bills on fire.
And I had that Jenna Marbles song in my head. She has a song called I Hate Being a Grown-Up. Anyway, these are cute. These were sent to me by Ana Luisa, and I think they're so pretty. I did pick these out, and they look like an earring that my mom would have worn like in the 80s and 90s. And I freaking love that that style is back. I think it's such good stuff. And there's so much cool stuff out there. And it's funny, like right when that kind of style was ending and like the 2000 style was coming in and then also fading out, that style looked bad. You're like, ugh, that looks so awful. Or whatever, I don't know what I'm saying. But now that it's back, I think it looks so cool. And all the middle school girls come in because where I work, it's right next to a middle school. I mean, is it too much? I don't know. Maybe it's just right. I don't know. I always feel weird wearing earrings like this, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep them on for the day. They do feel kind of heavy, but in a nice way, like they feel substantial, you know? Cool, I really like them. And I do have a discount code with Ana Luisa if you're interested. It's spacecaseyt20. This is not sponsored. I really was just putting on these earrings, but in case you like them, I'll link them down below and I'll put my discount code. I also have these safety pin ones on that I really like. I wear these literally every day. Not sponsored, not sponsored. Just talking, sharing my stuff. Maybe one day be sponsored, who knows. But I really like the brand anyway, whether they sponsor me or not. What the heck was I talking about? Oh, the middle school girls that come into my store, they're wearing like a muscle tee with the belt with the big buckle and the jeans that kind of don't fit that good, but they look really cool. They looked so cool, and I was like, I want to look cool like that. Which brings me to my first topic here. I want to put some makeup on. Let's put some makeup on. Because I do want to take you through my day a little bit. I think it's going to be a little cloudy today. I think the temperature is kind of finally cooling down. I know like everybody was in a heat wave for a long time and it was crazy. Oh yeah, look at that. The 10-day forecast all in the 80s, except for a few days in the 90s, but low 90s. Today's only supposed to be 86. That's fall weather. That is fall temperature right there. And I know, okay, working in retail, any of you guys that work in retail too, I'm sure you hear it from customers constantly. When you're setting up the next season, they always got to tell you, it's that time already? Like we put up back to school, probably like at the beginning of July, and summer, a lot of kids were just like still on summer break, and I'm like, oh, summer's over, it's back to school time. And then yesterday, I don't know how many customers I told yesterday, back to school is over, it's time for Halloween, because I was putting out Halloween candy and Halloween decorations and stuff. And I mean, back to school is still set up, but there's like a little space for Halloween, and I had to tell everybody, back to school is over, it's time for Halloween. I always think it's just so funny. But when you work in retail, you're used to it. You're used to setting up the next season not several months, but at least a couple and sometimes a few months before the holiday even happens, because you have to have something in the aisle. You can't just have it empty, and it's always going to be a season. And it's funny because it's always people that are like older. They've been shopping for how many years, and they still are like, it's too early for that season. Like, I can't wait till we start putting up Christmas at the end of October, and then people are going to say the same thing. Oh my God, it's Christmas. Can't we just breathe in between the seasons? What am I talking about? Okay. I want to do some primer, and I pulled out some makeup that like I haven't used in a really long time, that I used to really love, and I wanted to kind of just see if I still loved it. And I thought I would just put it on here. But this is a primer I've been loving from e.l.f. The Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. I can't believe how much I love this, because I honestly think all of the putty stuff from e.l.f. is like not good. It's not good. I think all of it is like overrated, cheap crap. I've tried a lot of it, haven't liked any of it. But this primer was just calling my name, and you know what? It's really, really good. It's a really nice barrier for on top of your sunscreen and before your makeup, like an in-between thing right there. And the makeup goes on so well on top of it. I feel like this helps the longevity of my makeup tremendously. I was gonna say tremendously. We play this commercial here for like Pima. It's like a school where you go to learn to like be a doctor's assistant or a pharmacy technician, like one of those kind of schools. And the commercial is the guy's like talking, and he says, going to Pima helped me tremendously. And he says tremendously, and we bring it up all the time. It's the funniest thing ever, because he's like going to a college, but he said the word tremendously in a commercial. Anyway, I got the Ulta Stick Foundation. Let me show you how much of this I have used. I mean, I didn't use all of it in the last month or so, but like I've used a lot of this. I love it so freaking much. I already knew I loved it, but I'm glad I shot my stash for it, because now I get to continue loving it. Anyway, I felt like sitting down and chatting because I'm not feeling good. I'm not feeling good. I'm not feeling good mentally. I'm not feeling good physically, which is feeding into me not feeling good mentally. Like, I don't know. I'm very, very out of shape. Like, I don't work out ever. I think the most workout I get is at work, like unloading the truck sometimes and stalking and walking back and forth all day long. That's kind of all the workout I get. And I'm very out of shape, which makes me not feel good. I thought maybe I would document some of that on the vlog channel, like maybe me working on that, working on my physical health and my mental health, because I think it's very, very important, but I don't prioritize it at all. I just kind of stuff the feelings down and I never address them, and I feel like I really, really, really need to right now. Not right now, but in this time in my life, you know? Concealers, my two favorites, the Kulfi Main Match. Love it so much. The Dior Backstage Concealer. Oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna cry. I'm just not feeling good, you know? I'm just not feeling good. And I've been feeling this way for a long time. I want to say a few years at least. And it's lately been a lot more intense. And like every single day, I feel like today's the day I'm gonna have a nervous breakdown. And it's weird that I feel that way because I normally am a very, very, very positive person. I am a glass half full kind of person, look on the bright side. Like I very rarely ever dwell on the negative. It's just not something I've ever naturally done. Like it's not in my nature, like I just said. I don't know, but lately that's all I can do is dwell on the negative and think about what if this and what if that, and you know, you get all in your head about everything. And I don't know, it's just really weird right now. And then going back to me not feeling good physically, like I have gained so much weight. And when you don't feel good with how you look and you don't feel good in your clothes, you don't feel good all around. Like there was a day the other day, I couldn't even look in the mirror. I couldn't recognize my face. And when I looked in the mirror, I was like, oh, that's what I look like? And then I was getting all in my head about how much weight I've gained and my clothes don't fit. And my clothes don't fit. They don't fit. So I pulled out this summer, this ongoing summer. I, you know, of course, was pulling out clothes from last summer, my favorite shirts and stuff. They don't even fit. There were some I couldn't even put over my head. And you don't really notice that you're gaining weight until something like that happens, where you go to put on a piece of clothing that you used to love that was only from last year, and suddenly it doesn't even fit, doesn't pull over your head. You can't pull up the pants past your legs, and you're like, when did this happen? Like, it's a really slow progression that you don't even really notice is happening. But like I was saying, did I say it? I stuff my feelings down with food a lot of the time. And it's really, really, really unhealthy. Like, let me tell you what I ate this morning, okay? Woke up this morning, and maybe I need to get a morning routine. I know this video is all over the place. I just felt like talking and putting makeup on with my internet friends. I feel like I need to get a morning routine and have something to do in the morning, especially on the days that I don't go to work. Because on the weekends, I just get up and I'm like walking around aimlessly, and then I start eating. So let me tell you what I ate this morning right when I got up. I ate the rest of the pasta salad that I made, big old bowl. Then I ate a bowl of Captain Crunch. Then I ate a piece of sourdough toast with butter and jelly. Then I ate some guacamole with chips. And then I ate like probably a cupful of sunflower seeds. Like all the inside of my lips hurt because I ate so many sunflower seeds. And then I made my tea, and I was like, I gotta go do something else. So I came in here to talk, make this video. I'm gonna do the Bare Minerals foundation powder. I haven't used this in a very long time. This is the original foundation, SPF 15. I'm sure it's expired by now. This is the shade Fairly Light 03. I don't even know if I'm going to put up this video, to be honest. I feel like sometimes just getting stuff out helps, like just saying the words, you know? But we shall see. I mean, if you're watching it, thank you. Thanks for listening to me. And I also am like, ooh, oh my goodness gracious. I haven't used this in a long time, and I forgot how freaking good this is. Just put a little in the lid, and then I got my ColourPop F30 brush, and I'm just gonna work the powder into the brush and then dab it on as if it's like a setting powder. This is a foundation powder, so it has a lot of coverage to it, but anyway. I love it. I love it so much. And makeup's always a bright spot in my day. I love putting on makeup every morning. Even on the weekends when I'm not going anywhere, I still put a full face of makeup on most days. It's very rare that I miss putting it on, that I don't put it on. If I shower really late in the day, then I probably won't put it on unless I'm doing a video. But it's very, very rare that I don't put makeup on. It's just such a nice spot. Nice bright spot in the day, you know? What the heck was I talking about? Oh, I was talking about how much I eat and pushing my feelings down with food and gaining all kinds of weight without noticing. So I always have all these bright ideas and all these plans, and I'm like, you know what? I'm changing my life. I'm changing my life today, Monday. And then Monday comes and I'm like, tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I mean, it's already the weekend. I might as well just do whatever for the weekend and then I'll start Monday. Making a promise to myself. We're gonna do it Monday. We're gonna do it Monday. And this has been going on for probably 5 years at this point. Every day that I'm like, no, Monday, no, Saturday, the weekend, no, New Year's, like, you know what I mean? I never ever keep promises to myself, and anytime I say something like that to my boyfriend now, like, I'm changing my life, he'll just like go, okay. He'll support me if I actually do it, but I know he already knows, like, I'm not gonna actually do anything that I ever say I'm gonna do. Tarte Park Avenue Princess Bronzer. This is kind of weird stuff to say out loud. Because it's stuff that I have been dealing with, but to say it out loud to even a camera is like weird. It's weird to say it out loud because normally I just say this stuff out loud to myself in my car when I'm driving to work or when I'm driving home. I have all these conversations with myself about, no, you're gonna do it this time. You're gonna buckle down, you know? And I never do. But let me know if you'd like to see that on the vlog channel, because I was thinking of documenting like healthy food journey, and I hate that word journey. Healthy food, whatever, lifestyle changes, different things I want to start doing to improve not only my physical health, but my mental health, and prioritizing those things because I'm not getting any younger. I'm gonna be 38 in just a couple of weeks, and I'm in the worst shape of my life. And I just know, like, I don't want to say it's all downhill from here as far as my health goes, especially if I don't take care of myself. It's not gonna get any easier to fix it the older that I get. You know what I mean? Not to say that you can't get in shape when you're older, but it's not gonna be as easy as it is today. Like, I'm the youngest I'm ever gonna be today, and I feel like I need to take that seriously. You know what I mean? Am I making any sense? I look like I have so much freaking makeup on right now because that foundation stick is very high coverage, and then to put on like a full coverage powder, but I think it looks nice. Maybe, I don't know. Highlighter, I pulled out this palette that I haven't used in a long time from Collab. I don't even know if this brand still exists. I would assume it does. It's sold at Sally's Beauty Supply. And I remember when this brand came out, I thought I was gonna sneeze. The only reason I was interested is because Coffee Break with Danny was part of the brand, or like part of the launch, and then she dropped out. She said it just wasn't for her. And now I don't think they have any influencers on their brand. And I was crazy about this brand for a really long time. They had really, really good products, really good tinted moisturizer that was like a foundation, the highlighter palette, the eyeshadow palettes I still have and still use. They're really good. But the brand like never really took off. I don't know why that is. I know people talked about them for a little bit like when it first came out, but I don't remember them ever getting like a ton of hype. And I just realized I was supposed to do my eyes first because I have an eyeshadow palette that I want to use that I am gonna have fallout with. Shoot. Okay. Another thing that I'm struggling with is being a people pleaser. So I have watched so many videos on YouTube lately about people pleasing and what kind of traits people pleasers have. Does that make sense? And I have not only all of them, but even some I feel like I've made up myself. Like, I truly don't think the people in my life know me. They know the version of me that I have become in order to be more like someone I think they would like. Does that make sense? Like, if, so say for example, my boyfriend says, I love this movie. I'll say, oh, I love that movie too, even though I've never seen it, and then I would secretly go watch it. That way we could have something to talk about. Not that we have nothing to talk about, but that way I could feel like that he thinks I'm cooler than I am. Does that make any sense? If he were to say, like, this is just an example, this isn't like what he's done, but if he were to say, especially like when we first met, like any boyfriend, let me talk about some other old boyfriend. He'll say, oh, I love, this is a perfect example. I love Cowboy Bebop, and Cowboy Bebop is an anime, and it's very, very popular, and people love it. One time, someone had said to me how much they loved anime, and I was like, oh, I love anime. I don't have anything against anime, but it's not like my preferred thing to watch, but I do like it. I do like it. And he said he loved Cowboy Bebop, and he loved Vampire Hunter D. I think it's Vampire Hunter D. And you know what I did immediately? I went and bought those, and I watched them, and because I had already told him that I liked it, so then I had to go buy the things. That way I could be more like the person that he would want me to be. Do you know what I'm saying? And I do that with everything. If someone tells me a certain type of food, I'll say I love that food. Even though I don't like that food. I am vegan. I don't eat a lot of stuff like that. I can't tell someone that I'm not hungry. Like if we're out driving around and say me and my boyfriend are out running errands on the weekend. Like just now, I told you everything I ate this morning. I'm not hungry right now. But when we go out a little later, maybe he wakes up, we're out at like 3 o'clock buying groceries and stuff. Usually one of us is gonna say, hey, are you hungry? Do you wanna get something to eat? On the weekends, we usually go out to eat somewhere. And I'm usually not hungry because I ate so freaking much in the morning. But if he's hungry, I will be hungry. And I'm like, okay, yeah, let's go eat. I'm so hungry. But I'll only eat because I know he wants to eat. And then I'm eating food I don't want to eat. And then I'm busting out of all my clothes. But I can't just say I'm not hungry because then I'm like, oh, I don't want him to think I'm not someone who's agreeable. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I don't know who I am. I don't know who I am. I don't think anybody really truly knows me. And I feel like I've lost myself a lot over the last several years. And oh my God, I'm gonna cry. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to fix it because I only know how to be that way now. And I had originally got this tattoo. It says resist, unlearn, defy. It's an Incubus lyric, but it's something that I put there because I wanted to see it all the time and remember to unlearn. Like you need to unlearn the way that you have changed and molded yourself to be the way that you think people want you to be. Like I know truly deep down that the people in my life do not want me to be the way they want me to be. You know what I mean? But I don't know any other way. I've been that way forever. For my whole life, as far as I can remember, I have tried to be the most agreeable person, the most easygoing person, go with the flow person. Any opinion I have, I try to just mirror whatever the other person said. Unless it's something that doesn't really matter. Like I'm not always trying to be like another person. I do share my own opinions and stuff on things, but a lot of the time I don't. And it's weird that I do that. We're gonna put on blush now. Pixie Aspen Ovard. I was obsessed with this for so long. And I feel like I tried this not too long ago. I think I got too much on the brush. And I think it was like gray undertone or something. You know, it's so weird to see me with this much makeup on because I haven't worn this high coverage in so long. But putting on that Bare Minerals powder was like, it's too much, it's too much. I look so shiny. Let's put on some more lip balm. But if you understand what I'm talking about, let me know. If you've been through this, let me know, because I am like, I feel like I need to go to therapy to have someone help me. Because I don't know. And as strong as I'm feeling right now saying this and saying like, I just need to start sharing my own opinions and stuff and tell my boyfriend what's going on, the moment he wakes up and I see his face, I'm gonna forget the way that I'm feeling, and I'm gonna feel like happy being around him, and I'm not gonna want to share. I'm not gonna want to say anything that might hurt his feelings because I can't do that. Can't do that. I'd rather be unhappy every day of my life than to share something that might hurt someone's feelings. You know what I mean? This video a mistake? Is this a mistake? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so, because I always believe you could help somebody. You could help one person by just saying something. And literally, if one person watches this and says, oh my God, I'm the same way, I'm gonna also try to make a change, then that's worth it, I think. And sometimes just saying stuff out loud really helps. Like, for example, you know what? I think this video is gonna end up just being this get ready with me part, and I'll share I'm still gonna record my day throughout the day today a little bit, but it might be a separate video because this is gonna be like 2 hours long. Anyway, what I was saying, I think sometimes just getting it out is very helpful. For example, I was feeling extremely unhappy in my job back in April, and I had been feeling that way for several months, and I finally told my boss I was gonna step down and I didn't want the position anymore. And he was like, well, what the heck is going on? And I just told him everything that was going on. I was crying and everything, like I couldn't even get my words out. I was crying so hard. And he was really understanding. He was like, if you truly want to do it, I'm going to support you, but how can I help you? How can I help you? And he worked with me for the next whole month. He let me switch my schedule around to something that I feel was a little more beneficial for me for that month. And honestly, I felt a lot better just getting it out. And then he also shared with me how he felt sometimes that the job is overwhelming and it's a little much, and it made me feel a lot better knowing that I wasn't alone, you know? That even my boss goes through stuff like that. So, I don't know, I'm kind of thinking maybe even just saying it might help me. I don't like these eyebrows. I don't know if I like this makeup I have on. I don't know if I like this heavy coverage right now. Like, I don't like the way it looks on my chin. I don't like the way it looks right here in my bane area. I don't like it. We'll see. Maybe some setting spray? Setting spray might help it. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna post this. I know watching this back and editing it is gonna be really weird, but today feels like a fall day. I love summer. I love summer. I love the hot weather. I love walking outside and feeling the heat all over my skin. I live in New Mexico, so it's really dry air here, which I think is, you know, a big reason why I love it. If it was hot, humid, sticky air, I probably wouldn't feel the same way. But I love the dry air. I love the hot, hot, hot dry air on my skin. Covered in sunscreen, of course, but I love the way it feels. And I went outside the other night to do some stuff in the garden and with my plants. And I walked out and I was disappointed because every other night I've walked out at like 7:30 to go water and stuff. And the hot air hits me and I'm like, ooh, a nice warm blanket. And then, it was either yesterday or the day before, I walked out and I was like, oh, it's cool outside. And I kept trying to tell my boyfriend it was too cool outside. And he said, finally. And I was like, summer's coming to an end. And it always happens a little sooner than we might think, because I think summer is June and July and that's it. Because August is back to school, and back to school means fall to me. And I think to a lot of people too. It also means Halloween. It means, you know, a different section of the year is upon us. Not that it's still summer, but technically August is a full summer month still. And, but no, it's cooling down, which is good, because like all the plants, everything was suffering from all the heat. But it's also like, oh, summer's ending. I forgot to put eyeshadow on. I thought this video was gonna be a little cathartic to do. And I feel like I just still feel worse. And I'm like, ugh, I just admitted all of that stuff. That doesn't make me feel good, but I thought it would. I thought it made me feel good to get it out. I'm gonna put on some eyeshadow. BRB. I don't know if I like this makeup. I don't know. Let me see it in the light. Is it like maybe I don't have enough bronzer on or something? It's kind of weird. I know I have these lights on right now, but this is how I get ready in the morning. I put on that light and I put on this light right here. Or let me show you this one. I love this light. I call it my happy light, but it's a light that's supposed to mimic the sun. And you're supposed to use it like, you know, during the winter and darker times when, you know, vitamin D really, really helps a person, especially with their mood. And in the winter time, I get very, very down and very, very sad, like a lot of people do. And my boyfriend bought me this. He bought me this light, and it's called I call it the happy light. I don't remember what it's called for sure, but it turns on, and you can also like adjust the brightness. And I used to have this in the kitchen, and I would sit with it and just have it in front of me when I was like reading a magazine or something. But now I have it in here, and it helps a lot when I'm getting ready in the morning because the light is so bright. And I'm getting the light on my skin early in the morning, and I think it has made a huge difference. Whether it's a placebo or not, if it works, it works, you know. I'm gonna put on some more bronzer. I don't think I like any of this makeup I picked out, to be honest. I don't like it altogether. I think I'm gonna have my boyfriend shop my stash for me again this time. He did such a good job in July. Like, I haven't stopped using the products. I've literally used them every single day. And now that I had the chance to pick them out myself, I'm like, do I even know how to pick out makeup for myself? I have no idea. I forgot to put on eye primer. Ooh. I'm using the Ulta Beauty Desert Skies eyeshadow palette. I really love this. I think Ulta has an amazing eyeshadow formula, especially in these palettes and in their singles. Their limited edition palettes are a little more hit and miss, I think, because the quality, like, they're not made in the same place. I just feel like they don't put as high quality of stuff in them. I don't know, does that make any sense? Anyway, on a lighter note, let me know what you want to see on this channel. I am going to go throughout the day and kind of share a little bit about what I'm doing today. And I'll post that in a separate video. But let me know what you want to see. If you want to see any of the stuff I'm getting up to, how I'm trying to work on my mental health and my physical health, let me know that too. Because I am open to your ideas. Of course I am. This is the NYX Bear With Me Set Refresh Spray, but I poured it in another bottle. There's like something clogged in the sprayer. It was spraying all weird. Not feeling good, man. Not feeling good. I feel like my breath is even weird, like breathing. These earrings. It does feel weird having these earrings in here. Like I could feel that they're in my ear holes because I never have earrings there, so it feels kind of foreign, and they are a little heavy, but I really like the way that they look. I think they look like a little retro style, at least for me. I like them. Thanks, Ana Luisa. I had picked out another bracelet, and I was hoping they were going to send me that one, and I think I'm going to buy it for myself with my own code. I could do that, right? I could save 20% using my own code. I think I'm gonna do that actually and buy that bracelet because I really, really want it. Okay, we fix these junky eyebrows. Ew, I made them worse. I hate this makeup. You know what? I actually think I'm just gonna wash this off. I do not like it. I'm not even gonna put mascara on because I don't want to have to bother with rinsing it off. Ew. Okay, we're gonna end the video here with this ugly eyebrow. I'm gonna rinse this off. I don't like the way this looks at all, but I think it's a manifestation of how I'm feeling on the inside. That's how the makeup went on the outside, which was kind of... I don't like it. Gonna rinse it off. Anyway, that's the video. That's this video. Let me know what you want to see on this channel. I would love to post a little more on here and just share a little bit more about me personally as a personal person. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's it. Subscribe if you want to. I stole that from Megan Tobias. She always ends her videos. Subscribe if you want to. And I love it. So yeah, that's it. See you later. Goodbye.